and welcome to the long view with me, Jon Jordan. So today we're doing a first time user experience video, and as you can see it's for Star Wars Force Arena. As you can see it's from Netmarble, which is a big Korean publisher getting much bigger globally. It's done a few kind of branded games before, done quite a successful Marvel game, and now it's going to try doing a Star Wars game. So I should point out this game is still in soft launch, so it's currently available in a few different app stores. I got this from the Australian app store, so you need an Australian account to get it, or Malaysia or Singapore. Currently, I'm sure at some point it will go global. So the first thing we see, push notification prompt. This shouldn't happen. Whenever a developer does this, before I've even played the game, I always click on don't allow, because I think it's bad design. That prompt should happen when I've played some of the tutorial and understand that I want notification from the game. Okay, another thing we see, need to download some updates. This is kind of becoming more and more common. It's not a terrible thing. I don't think it's a good thing the first time you play the game. So I've got almost 100 meg download. That's going to take a bit of time. Obviously I am on Wi-Fi. That's fine. At least it's telling us what's happening. The problem with these downloads is that when you have the first time user experience, what you want is to get into the game, some part of the game, the early stage, the tutorial typically, as soon as possible. So you've downloaded Star Wars Force Arena, you're really excited to play the game, and basically you want to play the game. Anything that stops you playing the game means it's likely that people are not going to wait for the download. They're going to delete the game from their device. They're probably not going to come back to it. So this is happening quite quickly, so that's good. You want to have as little friction as possible download of the game and getting into the game. This is why the first time user experience is such an important part of games for a developer and for games success, really. So here we go. We're going to go straight into the tutorial. We can skip this, but we'll go through it. So it looks nice. We're going to it's been quite clear about what's going on. Okay, move my leader. So we can see here, so like a tap and click, point and click really. Double sprint. Double tap to sprint. That's not so keen on that. Here's some guys. So stormtroopers. Hopefully we can tap a unit. Okay. So he's gonna pretty stupid stormtroopers. Let me get that close. Obviously, I'm being facetious. This is not really how this kind of RPG is going to work in a different sort of way. It's not like a first-person shooter or a third-person direct control game. I've got powerful skills. Okay, tap my skill button and get them all. Okay, and that's see the number there on the skill, so that's cooling down. So we get a basic idea of what the gameplay is. That's what we want to get into straight away. We can see. There's 3 different parts of this tutorial. I can skip them if it will be basic, the tutorial, but we're going to get a squad now by the look of it. Okay, so off we go. Okay, so I've got some squad cards. So it's a card based element. Card elements are very important now in mobile free to play games. Well understood how you kind of get new characters and how you level them up. Okay, how do I do this? Energy cost and need to play this card. Okay, so I'm actually playing the cards. There's actually a card, not just a card collection element, there's a card kind of battling element as well. And I recharge every 3. Okay, so we're just going to get these, basically I'm just going to get these minion guys who tap a card to... Oh, so I did the entire squad, I see. So I just keep going then. Is it on... Watch out, snipers. So I should be using Luke, I suppose, should I? Maybe I can't. I don't think I can do it. Okay, get. Okay, so it's telling me use the honor guards. Okay, so I'm dragging them closer. I'm not really doing anything with Luke at the moment. That's because it's a tutorial. Okay, TIE fighters. Well, what am I going? Not going to have much chance to get rid of TIE fighters, am I? Okay, one of those ones. Aerial, so we get aerial support now. I'm sure there's going to be another little. Okay, we get some X-wings coming. Support cards. Yeah. Not sure this ever happened in Star Wars. They actually strafed stormtroopers on the ground over Ewok or whatever. Endor, wasn't it? Not Ewok. Ewok's the little furry thing. Sorry, my Star Wars knowledge is very ancient and rusty. Okay, final bit of the tutorial. Battlefield. You can see there's some health there. Some allied defense turrets. Okay. Okay, so this is like this is very much the game, kind of a MOBA, what they call a MOBA style game, where you have an arena and you're basically attacking other people's defences and they're attacking your defences. So it's a kind of like a often symmetrical maps. So there's Darth, and he's going to have his minions. Okay. So destroy the shield generator. Oh, okay. So okay. Right. Follow the path. Is it doing this automatically? I'm not really doing. Oh, this path here. Okay. You see, thankfully, Darth's not doing anything at the moment. Can I deploy some guys now? There's a turret. Okay. So. Okay, so they're off doing their stuff. Should I be fighting Darth Vader at this point? I'm not terribly sure I should be fighting Darth Vader. I'm going back to lose. So that's a bit odd. So I lost. It's not always bad to lose in a tutorial, but maybe it's going to regenerate me. Okay, so that was a good thing to show me. That should have happened. I wasn't being totally incompetent. Make you invincible for this part. Okay, well that's good. Okay. So lob in some honour guards. Do my attack. So I don't really have very strong direct controls. It's not quite like a MOBA. Let's go attack that turret. You can see on the mini map there's no other enemies around. Okay, on we go. Oh, what's going on here? Great, destroy the turret. Give me a point. So I'm just overwhelming these defences with all these guys I've got. So we get an idea how the game's going to work. Even on a kind of tutorial level, it makes it much easier. And us being invincible, so that kind of helps, doesn't it? So there we go. That's the basic tutorial. That was pretty good as a first-time user experience. I think that was apart from the push notification prompt, that was good. So card pack, we've seen cards are an important part of the game, and that's going to be how we kind of how the game monetizes, how the game uses kind of high-level resources, because everyone wants. So you see here, I've got the card, but I need to have 2 layer cards to actually unlock it. That's what I'm imagining it will be the case. So create a username. Oh, that's right. Okay, 2 to 14 characters long. That's good. Link an account. Yes, I'm definitely will use that one. Here we go. Cool. So again, tutorial stuff. So I have to create a deck. Different mode, 1v1, 2v2, training. Test the cards in the training mode, okay. And now we have an inbox. Okay, so straight into what's going on in the game. So 7 days, so when I've downloaded the game, it's encouraging me to log in every day to get these cool rewards. If I do, at the end of 7 days, I'm going to get this Platinum Pack Tier 2, which sounds impressive. Whether it is or not, I'm sure it's very impressive. So I've got reward here. Oh, I haven't got a reward. Oh, quite well. Oh, it's periodically I get a free one. Okay, that's good. If you own a card pack, tap it. Do I have that one? Yeah. So here we go. I have some units, some credits, some soft currency, some hard currency, a TIE fighter, a bloke, and straight into my deck. So we can see here. So this is my deck, and we can see what energy units each require. So this is my average cost. So, I mean, the card kind of stuff is used in lots of games now, I guess. Particularly, kind of Clash Royale was the big hit game that used a kind of similar energy system. But now lots of, I mean, it's been well known in more traditional card-based games. This isn't a traditional card-based game. The characters aren't cards, but they're represented as cards. In terms of you have a deck, but you're not actually playing cards. You're actually playing 3D characters in the arena. So who we got here? Got a tank. That actually is a tank. Makes a change. So we can see there's an upgrade as well. So using some of these credits to upgrade. That's the whole point. So we've got, it's quite a hybridization, quite a hybrid game here. We've got RPG elements. We've got the upgrade. We've got the card elements. We've got the MOBA elements. And hybridization is really good for designers. It lets you bring out new dynamics. You can be too innovative as well. You can just confuse people. If people really like MOBAs and play this game, they're just like, oh, I don't necessarily like all the other elements. Or if people like RPGs, they don't necessarily like the MOBA things. And we have to say, in particular, MOBAs very successful on PC, hasn't really worked on mobile. So the one that has, you would say, is borderline successful is Vainglory, but that's gone very much into an esports kind of business model. So it's not, the game isn't successful purely off the back of people playing it. And you could argue that's the same for PC and League of Legends. League of Legends has massive esports sponsorship around it, and people play it, but equally people watch it as well. So quite whether that will happen on mobile in the same way, we'll have a big MOBA that people kind of, or a larger audience watches than plays, because on mobile you just can't be as sophisticated, I think, in the gameplay, in the control you have as with PC. So that's still to be that big kind of killer hit for mobile MOBA. So here you can see the Rebel Troopers. I can upgrade him because I got the card. So I need enough cards to do it. I need 2 cards. I've got 3 cards now. I can also spend some credits to upgrade him. Health up, attack power up, damage per second up, experience up. Okay, so that's all makes sense. That takes me back to my main screen. So I think we'll leave it there. The whole point of the first time user experience is not to play the game for hours on end. It's just to go through that initial 10-minute spell, which is really important, because if you have a bad first time user experience, people just go, no, I'll delete that game and play the games I'm already playing, or there'll be other games around next week. So once you have people downloaded your game, you really have to give them a smooth experience. I'd give this, this is pretty good. I'd give it 8 out of 10, I think. So, but then we do have to point out again that this game is still in soft launch, so the developer is still working on it. There's still, I'm sure, lots of changes to come. So we'll see how that goes as we progress. So in the long view, we play free-to-play mobile games, play them for as long as we can. Really do videos about that kind of initial week of playing, because that's an extension of the first time user experience. The first week needs to be enjoyable. And we also do videos about specific things we like, things we don't like. So please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.